Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we learn about phenols. Phenol as a class of organic compounds are those compounds in which one or more hydrogen of the aromatic ring when get replaced with the hydroxy group, they are called as a phenol. So we can say that hydroxybenzenes are called as a phenol. Phenol are mostly obtained from the natural sources, for example from coal tar, from wood, and from essential oils of many organic compounds. But the phenol obtained from those sources actually meet only 10% of the commercial demand of phenol. Phenol is commercially used in synthesis of many organic compounds. So in order to meet the commercial demand of phenol, we need to synthesize it inside the laboratory as well as on the industrial scale. So here are some methods given for the synthesis of phenol. First method is Dow process. It is used for the industrial preparation of phenol, and in this reaction nucleophilic substitution reaction take place on the benzene ring, and we know that nucleophilic substitution reaction on the benzene ring always require extreme conditions. Here a chlorobenzene is made to react with sodium hydroxide base, and at elevated temperature of 360 degrees centigrade in a pressurized reactor, sodium fin oxide ion is formed, and this sodium fin oxide ion on a reaction with acid form phenol. As this is a nucleophilic substitution reaction, and it proceeds through the formation of an intermediate, that is benzene, and that is unstable molecule because it has angle strain in it. So look at the mechanism of this reaction. First, base will pick up the ortho hydrogen from the chlorobenzene, and this results in the formation of benzene. The benzene, being unstable, will readily attacked by a nucleophile, and either carbon of the benzene can be attacked by this nucleophile, and the next step, protonation will take place and phenol is formed. Another method for the industrial preparation of phenol is alkali fusion of sulfonate. In this process, benzene sulfonic acid is treated with a sodium hydroxide, and sodium benzene sulfonate is formed. In the next step, it is treated with sodium hydroxide at elevated temperature. Sodium phenoxide is formed, and the next step, protonation will take place. Phenol is formed. The next method that is used for the synthesis of phenol is cumene hydroperoxide. This is most widely used as an industrial method for the preparation of phenol because the two valuable products, phenol and acetone, both are obtained in this reaction. So it is most preferable method used for the synthesis of phenol. Cumene, that is isopropyl benzene, on air oxidation form cumene hydroperoxide, which on hydrolysis yield phenol. Mechanism of this reaction, look at the first step in which cumene hydroperoxide will form, and this is a free radical mechanism, free radical reaction actually. Here the isopropyl benzene in the initial step is made to react with a radical, and this results in the formation of a tertiary free radical. This tertiary free radical will show attraction towards the oxygen molecule, and cumene hydroperoxide radical is formed. This cumene hydroperoxide will get stabilized by abstracting the proton from the another molecule of cumene, and cumene hydroperoxide is formed with the liberation of a radical, as this step leads to the formation of more radical. In the second step, this degradation of cumene hydroperoxide take place, and this reaction take place through cation formation. This cumene hydroperoxide will pick up the proton from the water molecule and form oxonium ion. This oxonium ion is unstable, and this will get stabilized by loss of water molecule. Now this oxygen is positively charged, and it would get stabilized by the shifting of phenide ion. Phenide ion is actually phenyl ring with an electron pair that is ready to form new bond. So a tertiary carbocation is formed. Tertiary carbocation will get stabilized by attack of water molecule, and again another oxonium ion is formed, and this oxonium ion will get stabilized by loss of proton. And this loss of proton in the next step will be picked up by the ethereal oxygen by acid-base reaction. And here we say that the positive charge on this ethereal oxygen actually leads towards the deficiency on the carbon that is attached next to this oxygen. So this deficiency on the carbon will be compensated by the non-bonded electron pairs that are present on the hydroxy oxygen, and this would lead towards the breakage of bond between carbon to oxygen atom, hence releasing the electron on the more electronegative atom, that is oxygen in carbon oxygen bond, and results in the formation of phenol. Protonated acetone is also formed, which in the next step will get deprotonated and form acetone. In all previous method, very extreme conditions were required, which cannot be easily attained inside the laboratory. So for the laboratory synthesis of phenol, we will use hydrolysis of diazonium salt and oxidation of aryl thallium compound. In the first method, hydrolysis of diazonium salt. Diazonium salt is made to react with water, and it will form phenol with the liberation of proton and nitrogen gas. Look at the mechanism. We say that these diazonium salt can be easily formed inside the reaction mixture because they are unstable and cannot be stored. So as soon as they are formed, they are utilized inside the reaction mixture. Primary aromatic amines, when dissolved in a mineral acid and made to react with sodium nitrite, they form diazonium salt. These diazonium salts are unstable and even start to decompose at ice temperature, so they are readily used. This diazonium salt is made to react with water in the presence of heat and mineral acid, and this will result in the formation of phenol, as the hydroxy group of the water will get attached on the aromatic ring and nitrogen will leave from here in the form of nitrogen gas, and phenol is obtained. The next method for the laboratory preparation of phenol is oxidation of aryl thallium compound. Aryl thallium compound are obtained by the reaction of aromatic ring with thallium trifluoroacetate. Aryl thallium trifluoroacetate is formed, and acetic acid is also formed in this reaction. So in the next step, this aryl thallium trifluoroacetate will oxidize in the presence of lead tetraacetate and triphenyl phosphine. This would result in the formation of aryl trifluoroacetate, which on hydrolysis form phenoxide ion, and which on protonation will form the phenol. We say that this process is more effectively used because it is a speedy process and good yield of phenol is obtained. Actually, we say that the whole process is carried out without the separation or without the extraction of intermediate, so it would be a speedy process and preferably used over the previous method, that was hydrolysis of diazonium salts. So an example is given over here in which chlorobenzene is made to react with thallium trifluoroacetate, and next in the next step oxidation with lead tetraacetate and triphenyl phosphine would take place, and phenolic esters of trifluoroacetic acid on hydrolysis will produce parachlorophenol. Thank you so much. In our next video we will study about the reactions of phenol.